Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to be back to be talking about football. I think that I kind of want to talk about just all the leagues in general because there's definitely been a lot of matches going on throughout all of them this weekend. So I thought that it could be nice to talk a little bit about some moments, some of my thoughts, some of the matches, some of the standings, all of that fun stuff. So let's just get right into it. I want to start off with Arsenal in the Premier League. Of course, we had two very exciting matches, obviously more than two in the Premier League, but just two very exciting matches that I was really looking forward to because obviously we're in that stage where every point matters, both for Arsenal and Manchester City in determining that title winner. Of course, I think that Arsenal, of course, had a great match with Everton. They scored those two goals at the end, getting those 3 points, and after that, we had the match with Manchester City and West Ham United, which ended in a draw, only 1 point for City in this game, which of course, I think at this point, it's so, like we need to avoid draws if City wants to catch up to Arsenal. I think Arsenal, of course, they extended the lead. Man City only has a 1 point more after this game. So I really do think that Arsenal's got this one at this point in this stage of the competition with the way they're playing, with the mentality, with the performance, just everything really. I think that Arsenal deserves to win the Premier League this season, and the performances are showing it, and they have the highest chance, I think, now more than ever to win the Premier League this season. But of course, we will see what happens. I want to go back. I want to go to the Bundesliga now and talk about Bayern Munich and Bayer Leverkusen. We had a very exciting game that I wasn't expecting to be this exciting. Of course, I was looking forward to it because they're two really great teams in a competitive league. So I was like, okay, I want to see what's going to happen here. And it was a movie. It was quite a match because we had 2 red cards for Bayern Munich, so only 9 players on the pitch. We had an 8-minute stoppage time, which did get extended to 10. We had many disallowed goals. It was crazy. There was definitely a lot going on in this match, but it ended in a draw. So safe to say that Bayern Munich is, they do not tolerate to lose any points. I mean, they did lose 2 points, but they still got one. I think with the conditions that they were faced with, especially the match as it was happening, I wasn't going to be surprised if Bayer Leverkusen won this one. They had disallowed goals. They had opportunities where, Leverkusen could have won the match. But I think that Bayern Munich stood so strong with the defense, trying obviously the goal that we had. And it was quite a match. Like, I think if you didn't watch it, I highly recommend watching the extended highlights because it was a really exciting game with so many highs and lows for both teams. So make sure to watch that. It was another great game. Now let's go to La Liga. FC Barcelona continues to extend the lead and continues to be in number 1 in terms of standings, with Real Madrid always following in second place. Of course, it's that stage now where both teams need to get 3 points in every match they play to have the chance to win La Liga this season. FC Barcelona played today with Sevilla and they got those 3 points, 5-2 final result. And I have some comments about this game. I think Joao Cancelo has been an incredible addition to the team. He returned, and I think that he has such a passion for playing at Barcelona, and it really shows in the way he plays for Barcelona. I think he's a player that obviously creates opportunities, scores. He scored today, but he also created 2 penalty opportunities for Raphinha that Raphinha was able to score and get an advantage very early into the match in the first half. So he's a player that plays with so much passion, and he gives it his everything on the pitch, which really shows and obviously leads to opportunities, to wins, to really help the team out. So it's awesome to see him back at Barcelona. I also want to talk about Raphinha. Raphinha had a hat trick today, scoring 2 penalties and a goal. He's a great player. I think Raphinha is one of those players you can always count on, and he really brought it today, which was awesome. 5 goals total. We had Dani Olmo also scored. So it was a great match. It was a great day for Barcelona, and of course Real Madrid played a day before, and they got those 3 points as well. So the competition is so tight in La Liga, and it's exciting, of course, but we'll see what happens. Let me know your predictions on who you think's gonna win La Liga this season. And yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited for the week coming up because we have the Champions League coming, and I'm so excited because we have lots of matches to look forward to. Of course, we have the second leg, so teams are going to be eliminated at this point. So I'm excited to see what's gonna happen. We have two matches that ended in a draw, so anything can happen in that second leg. But you know, we can also have comebacks. We never know. So I'm excited to see it all happen. And also, I have a little prediction in terms of like the Ballon d'Or. I know it's early, I know it's very early, but I think that people are going to be very much divided between Raphinha and Valverde. I've seen so many comments of people talking about this already. Like, obviously, we've had great performances by both of them, so I think it's going to be a really big discussion between both of them. I think especially after the competitions are done, the Champions League, La Liga, all of them, we'll have more clarity on that. But I think so far they've been two big names that I've heard so much like being talked about by fans and people just in general, that, you know, they should, you know, be up there. I think they'll be at least in the top 5, but we'll see what happens. It's still early, so we'll see. Let me know if you have any predictions. And yeah, I think this is all for this video for today. I'm excited to be back, especially this week with the Champions League. And yeah, that was all. Thank you so much for watching and for all your support. And I'll be back very soon with another video. Bye.